Hello, today we're going to be reading my deleted tweets. Things that I've said on the internet that I've retracted. Well, actually not really. We're reading my draft tweets. The tweets that I thought were really good and then for some reason decided not to actually click tweet. First of all, I do have a Twitter if you want to follow me at TimeworksYT. Someone took Timeworks, unfortunately. But anyway, let's take a look at our draft tweets. The end of this month will be the best. Best friends and season 12 of Trailer Park Boys comes out. And then the next day, burning season starts. I think that this was made September of last year because of burning season. Burning season is in October. So Trailer Park Boys season 12 came out last year, I think in December, was it? And I'm a really big fan of the show because it's just so crazy and weird. And it actually reminds me a lot of my family, not gonna lie. And then Best Friends is an amazing film by Tommy Wiseau. I'm a really big Tommy Wiseau fan, so if you've seen The Room, you can talk to me about it because I love it.
I did not hit her. I did not.
Here's another tweet. Wow, I really maxed it out to 0. Okay. Yesterday, an earwig was in the bucket of flea market Lego that I got, and it got loose in my room. Yeah, so this is a picture of what it looked like. This was last year, I believe. As you know, I like Lego, and I like to get flea market Lego because they're still bricks and I could use the pieces for something later. Now, because it was from a flea market, there were other things in it, so I have to sort out non-Lego pieces, as well as sometimes bugs. And I found the earwig on me, so I flicked it off into my room. I immediately left and passed a tiny spider in the corner of my house. I asked it to catch it for me. Today, I randomly glanced at the web and it caught it. Thanks, Fred. That's his name. What the heck am I talking about? Well, I can confirm this did happen. The spider that I asked to catch the earwig did catch the earwig. Why did I name it Fred? You see, that's probably why it didn't go out, because it was just such a weird tweet. I feel like you guys are getting to know me now. This one is just Frick, and it's demonetized. The picture unfortunately doesn't exist anymore. But I can imagine I was demonetized for no reason. But yeah, frick. I hopped onto my old channel for a second and everyone that was in that community has been inactive for at least a year. Every single creator. And then it cuts off because I guess I just stopped writing it. So yeah, I had a channel before Timeworks. It's called The Chukka. I don't mind sharing it. Most of the videos are private, but you will find a lot of Minecraft Doctor Who stuff on there. And so the community that was there, it was like a small YouTuber community, and everyone that was a part of it stopped posting. There are some friends that I made from all of that who I still talk to and stuff, and who knows, they probably will get into creating videos, but right now, basically everyone doesn't post anymore, and it's kind of sad, because back then they used to really like it. I kind of miss being able to upload videos that get around 30 views maximum. It was nice, limited comments, and I think what I really miss is my small community. Now it is harder to interact with you all. Yeah, if I could talk to every single one of you, I would want to. Back in the day, I would always say, I respond to every comment. Now I can't. If you go to my videos, comments are just flooding in. There's too many to keep up with, and I really wish I could reply to them all because you all have great things to say. About a year ago, when I averaged like 30 views per video, I could reply to every comment because I only got like 5. But there was something nice about that. If you're a small YouTuber and you only get a small amount of comments, cherish that. Because once you lose it, you lose it. Okay, this one. I don't understand people who skip title sequences on Netflix. I personally never skip a title sequence on any TV show. I just feel like it sets the mood for the whole show, and it's like a work of art that you just can't skip. For example, The Office. Everyone knows that title sequence. It's sort of lighthearted. It also sets the tone for the show. It shows the office setting, and it also shows that it's more of a lighter show. Doctor Who, the intros are very weird, and it also shows the time travel aspect. There's other shows, House Medical Doctor. I don't watch that show, but I know the intro. It's very scientific and sort of gloomy because it's more of a serious show. So it all depends on the show, but I really think title sequences should be appreciated. Here's another one. Wait, some of you haven't blocked Team Snapchat? So I know a few people who like to receive things from Team Snapchat. To me, it just got annoying, so I blocked them. You don't have to block them. That's probably why I didn't tweet it, because it's not like everyone does that. Here's one that didn't age well. I think I should get a Google Home so they can watch me 24/7. This was back, I think, during South Park when Google Homes and Alexa took over the world and everyone started buying them. They're basically listening in to everything. But now, Neil has a Google Home in his house. We bought 2 Amazon Alexas in this house. I changed my wake word to computer. Hello.
Hi.
Just so that they don't, like, get confused with each other. But yeah, that didn't age well because I went through with it. The trick about making a montage is to make it look cool at the end to make people interested. The beginning doesn't matter at all, lol. I kind of disagree with this now. My view on montages is that the introduction has to be very captivating, and then the middle bits don't really matter, but the end is what leaves the impression. It's what leaves the feeling at the end that you're left with, so that's the most important part, I think. The end is the most important, but you have to have a strong beginning too. So yeah, I'm disagreeing with myself here. That's great. Here's another one that I can see why I didn't tweet. If I suddenly went deaf, I could make videos because I memorized all my audio filters and decibel levels. And I could still talk, but I wouldn't be able to edit that much other than that. What kind of thoughts am I having? And that's why I didn't tweet it. What thought was this? It started out with, if I suddenly couldn't hear, I could technically record because I still know how to speak, and I would know on my computer in editing the correct audio levels to go along with it. That was the logic behind it, but then it just kind of felt weird to tweet, so I didn't. Sometimes those weird thoughts really pay off, but sometimes just keep them to yourself. Okay, so this is a reply to something Greg Sestero, friend of Tommy Wiseau, said. So his tweet was about a person who basically they were asking for relationship advice, and it was the exact same scenario from The Room. Dear Amy, I have a serious problem with my future wife. She has not been faithful. I overheard her talking to a friend about it. When I confronted her, all she said was that she couldn't talk right now. I feel like I have to record everything in my own house just to learn the truth. I'm mixing accents. I'm trying to speak like Tommy but also myself. To make things even more stressful is the fact that she recently told a couple of people that I hit her. But it's not true! I'm not sure why she'd been acting like this. She did just find out her mother has breast cancer, and that might be playing a role in her behavior. So that line, while breast cancer isn't funny, that plot line went nowhere in the movie, so that's hilarious.
I got the results of the test back. I definitely have breast cancer.
It was mentioned once and never again. Still always find time to make love. Oh, yes you do, Tommy. How many scenes were in that movie? 3? I just can't believe she would do this to me. I love her so much. She's my everything. And I don't know that I could go on without her. What should I do? And so I gave us some advice. Yeah, maybe don't go with close friends. I have a feeling his best friend is involved in this. If he has any psychologist friends, talk to him before he falls in a football game. This is just jam-packed with references. Now the psychologist friend Peter, he fell while they were playing football in tuxedos. You know what, I'm just gonna tweet this one because I don't see a problem with it. Maybe I just forgot to reply. Okay, another one is, can't wait until we can record dreams. Think of the movies that would come out of it. This one I've thought about many times before. I've heard that somewhere in Japan they can record dreams, like they're sort of studying it, and they predict that in the future sometime you'll actually be able to record your dreams at night and watch them, which to me would be really cool. Especially on YouTube, if you upload your dreams to YouTube, you could watch some really cool stuff. The budgets would be unlimited. Your vision can actually be put into video form, which would be really cool. I don't know why I didn't tweet this. Maybe it's just a bit out there, maybe kind of weird, I guess, maybe. And finally, the last tweet that I have not tweeted and just saved as a draft is, there's a reason why Oompa Loompas were obsessed with cocoa beans and ran around singing and dancing. It's interesting how they agreed to do a lot of work for Willy Wonka in return for just some cocoa beans. Maybe they were getting leaves instead, but they couldn't put that in the movie. It's an interesting thought and kind of ruins the movie for me, but whatever. We should also talk about Grandpa Joe. He was capable of helping out around the house. You should check out, there's a whole subreddit dedicated to hating Grandpa Joe. I'll leave you with that, go check it out for yourself. Anyway, if you are new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. And that's about it for this video. If I ever come up with tweets that I don't want to show to the world, I'll do another video on this. I just have to let them accumulate. Maybe we'll do it in about a year time. That's about it. Fly on, everyone.